Hi guys, so this video is dedicated to hunger and kind of like the hunger stages that I went through. So when I got home from the hospital and I was in bed watching TV, I noticed so many commercials for food. And you're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna be on my little liquid diet for a week and then, I'm really gonna be on liquid for a while. And you start seeing these commercials and you're kind of like losing your mind. You're like, or someone next to you is eating something. Like I remember the first couple of days my husband was eating like this turkey hot dog on a light, roll. And it was like diet food and the stuff had been sitting in the refrigerator for a week or 2 weeks and I'm like, I don't want to eat these crappy hot dogs. And now he's like eating it in front of me and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, I want that hot dog. And I couldn't have it. And I just remember being so, like, just angry. And, you're kind of like detoxing, you know what I mean? You can't eat and your brain is so frustrated. Like, I want to eat. And you can't. And that, I think was the worst part of this whole operation was just that for those first, like, month at least. Just, so you do your liquids. And then after your liquids, you're doing kind of mushy food. And then you try to eat something that's not mushy, and then you feel really sick, and you're like, oh, I'm so angry. But you eat, like, let's say now you're a few weeks out, and your surgeon says you can have mushy food, and you're eating, like, I think I remember doing, like, a baked piece of tilapia, and it was really soft. If I ate anything that was mushy carbs, like mushy potatoes, that would make me even more, like, a little bit hungrier faster. So try to, like, do just, like, mushy proteins, Still, stick with your protein shake. But, yeah, like, the baked fish, like, a baked tilapia was really nice. I can't really remember anything else. Yogurt. Stick with that kind of stuff. But I remember just still not being satisfied and always kind of maybe sneaking in things I shouldn't have been sneaking in. Not all the time, but, you would eat something and you'd be like, oh, that kind of hurts going down. And then you'd kind of go back to eating your soft foods and you kind of keep experimenting because you're like, your brain is like, I want this, But you eat and you feel full, You really do feel full, but there's like another part of your brain that just, I want it. And it's more of like you're addicted to drugs kind of feeling like, you don't really need it, but I want it. And you get kind of antsy, and you start to realize that food was kind of so important to me in my life. Like me and my husband, every night, like I think we went to the grocery store like 3 or 4 times a week. And we thought we were like healthy people because we ate salads, but we ate a lot of bad things too, Like you look at my husband, he was like 500 pounds. But he'd eat salad. He loved vegetables. We'd eat a lot of like steamed things. We were really trying to be healthy. And if you checked his cholesterol and his blood pressure, I think his cholesterol was perfect. His blood pressure was a little high. But everything, he really was pretty healthy for being that weight, And even me, like, my blood pressure was fine. My cholesterol did start to get high, but that was because I was trying to gain weight to get surgery, so I was kind of overdoing it. My cholesterol had gone up a little. But we were pretty healthy people. But we would go to the grocery store like 3 to 4 times a week, and we would get like cookies and donuts, and every Friday night we'd have like Chinese food or pizza, and now you have surgery. And you can't do those activities anymore. And you realize that you were eating all this stuff and it was enjoyable and it was like an activity, me and my husband shared this activity of eating. And then we can't do it anymore. And we kind of like just found ourselves like, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? And so we kind of started to we had to like learn to like do other things, like go out with people or like go to the movies or like I think he took some woodworking classes or he actually went to like a firing range and he learned how to like he took some gun classes to learn how to fire a gun just because he always wanted to. like, just you have to like kind of learn to like do other things that are not food, because food was like, we loved food, and we did so many things involving food, and that's one of the big things you gotta like learn. So then, you're finally past like the mushy stage, and you're kind of eating foods. And I still would kind of struggle because I maybe would eat some or chew, and I wouldn't chew things enough, and I would eat too fast, and I would always have stomach pain. And so like the pain and the if I and the dumping or whatever issues was causing me discomfort, that would kind of also help me not like keep going and keep eating, and it would kind of turn off my brain too. I'd be like, it's not worth it, And you start to realize that you have like a protein quota, and you start noticing that you don't want to eat certain foods that maybe you were kind of sneaking in, or like, like in the beginning I was like, I'm gonna buy these cups of macaroni and cheese, like the little instant cups, and I would maybe eat those like, one of those cups like every few weeks, and my husband would be like, you shouldn't be doing that. But there was like a part of my brain that was like, just do it. And now I don't want to eat them anymore. I only want to eat foods that have kind of a lot of protein in them. Like it's not worth it. Like you have like a certain amount of calories you need to get in, and that macaroni cheese has high calories and not enough protein. And then in the end of the night, you're like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to eat one of these nasty protein shakes, and because they're low calories and high protein, because I messed up. And if you had just kind of planned your day correctly and not eaten those bad things, your day goes smoother. So, I mean, I've gotten to the point now where I eat and I feel okay. I don't feel like my brain isn't like screaming inside like it was in the very, very beginning. And I'm like, I'm still hungry. You start to kind of learn that, wow, I feel full and I feel great, and that's it. And but my poor husband, he's like now a year out, a little more than a year and 2 months, I think. And he's starting to feel that I'm getting hungrier. And he's totally freaking out. And he goes to the gym every day for 2 hours. And I think he's kind of getting me a little worried about the gym. He's always like, all day I just hear him like, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta figure out what time I'm supposed to go to the gym. The gym. And it's like, okay, like I don't question it that much, but I do, because it's starting to annoy me. But I understand that he's so scared of like overeating, and he's trying to get to a goal of, and I get it, he's in a place right now and he's trying to, whatever. But yeah, I mean, he's getting hungrier, and at night is when he's still like when he was old fat Al, he would eat a lot of his calories at night. And at night is when he does it still, and he'll have like nuts, or he'll have like there's these different kinds of like trail mixes he likes, and he likes popcorn, and they're not bad for you treats, but they add up, and he just can't stop. He's one of them that he just can't stop. He just keeps eating, and so he'll have all this crap in front of him at night, and he'll just eat, but he'll at least, because of the gym and because of all the calories he burns, he can eat a good amount, and then he'll stop. He doesn't get to the point where he's gonna die, But he's always like, man, this surgery is like a tool. I never understood what the post-op people were saying, but now I get it, because these first, whatever, 6 months for me so far, I've just been like, I track my calories, I graph my weight, things I've done in the past, but now I'm really hardcore about it, and now it feels weird not writing down like what foods I'm eating on MyFitnessPal. I feel like I'm gonna do this forever. But I've said that in the past about other things, and I've got off track. but I'm gonna try. I feel really good about this time. So currently I eat like 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day, and I feel like okay with it. Like I could totally eat more. I could totally eat more. But I have these goals every week where I want to lose like 1 to 2 pounds every week, and that's more important to me right now than overeating. Just this positive, feeling I get knowing that every week I get on the scale and I see some awesome numbers going down, and that's more important to me than eating bad stuff. But I'll still eat some bad things here and there. But I make sure to fit it in my day. I had that tiramisu. I had it this morning. That was what I ate for breakfast because I just was like, all right, I gotta eat it, and it was a lot of calories. But for lunch, I had this liquidy broth with some chicken, very like low calorie. And so far for dinner, I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm thinking what I'm gonna eat. I gotta look at I gotta add up all my calories right now, and I'm gonna have something small, and tomorrow is a whole new day, and I won't have any more of that tiramisu left because it's gone, thankfully. But then you realize, like these foods that are like high calories, not that much protein, it's not worth it. It's not. It's not good to do that stuff anymore. It totally like ruins everything that you've worked so hard for. So I guess that's it. I mean, just don't think that your brain is going to be like in agony the whole time. I didn't feel that. But my husband is starting to kind of feel that now after surgery, like now a year after, he's really feeling like hungrier. But he's not the man that he ever used to be that could just keep going and blah, blah, blah. He'll get full. He will get full quicker. But it wasn't like before he could just eat 2 whole pizzas, he cannot do that anymore. And that's a good thing. Maybe if he goes nuts and he starts eating more and more and more, he'll be able to stretch it out. But you have to have that willpower to remember that you don't want to go back there, and you take care of yourself, We're not young anymore. All right. Bye, guys. If you have any questions, ask me. I'll get back to you. Bye.